Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I am fine. What about you?
I am good. Thank you for asking me. So, welcome to your demo session.
Thank you so much.
So, are you excited?
I'm super excited because this is my first conversation video. I'm
Uh,
facing a very first time.
okay, that's
Yes,
interesting, and that's good that we get to have a chance to have a conversation virtually.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, I would like to know more about you. So, if you
Def-
can please introduce yourself.
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you, first of all, to give me this opportunity. My name is Sakshi Bansal, and I am from UP, Uttar Pradesh, Meerut. And I did
Hmm.
my schooling in Hindi medium, and I have completed my graduation and post graduation. As of now, I am blessed with two adorable kids and a
Hmm.
homemaker.
Hmm. Hmm.
My husband is a businessman.
Hmm?
Uh, that's all about me, ma'am.
Okay, that's
before
a very
connecting, before connecting, I was very
uh,
nervous how to talk to you, ma'am, because you are a master in English and I'm just beginner.
no, 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 no. I always say this to every learner that it's very important to be comfortable with the way you speak. Of course, all of us feel nervous, right?
Ma'am.
So even though I may have done my master's or graduation, even now I tend to get nervous, right?
Yes.
So it's a very normal thing. It's absolutely all right.
But
Okay?
ma'am, we think like this happened to me, not
Okay.
for us.
Okay. Okay. All right. No worries. But you forgot to share with me your interests or hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time?
Whenever I feel free, ma'am, I read a novel. Sometimes I
Hmm.
watch a movie, like
Okay.
short movie, English short movie, cartoon,
Okay.
cartoons.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Wonderful. Any favorites out of them?
No favorite and not a particular. I watch several videos. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I watch
Hmm.
cartoons. Sometimes I
Hmm.
watch
Hmm.
related to
Hmm.
makeup
Hmm.
story.
Hmm. Okay. Great. So makeup is something that interests you.
Yes, ma'am. Because I want to makeup artist. I want to
Ah.
become a makeup artist, but
Ah.
for some reason I couldn't
Hmm.
stop
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
But right
No
now, my
worries.
interest,
Hmm.
I just want to speak in English, and I, yeah, I want to learn this language
Okay. Great.
because I'm
Wonderful. Hmm.
two kids, ma'am. It's not possible for me that I
Hmm.
can do so many things from
Hmm.
outside.
Hmm. Correct. Yes. When for every mother, it becomes a challenge to
Yes,
step out of their home, and there are so many things to take care of, right?
ma'am.
So it's never easy, especially when you have two kids, it becomes
Yes, of
even more
course.
challenging.
Before
Right.
the session, I drop
Mm,
them off from at
mm.
tuition.
Okay.
After
Okay.
disconnecting the call, I will pick from tuition.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so it's a tough task
Uh,
being a mother, but that's great. It shows how resilient you are, right?
yes,
By resilient, what I mean is you are so strong as a mother.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Nice to know about you, Miss Sakshi. I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Meghana Manjunath, and I hail from a city called Mysore, which is in Karnataka. I hold experience of being a virtual educator for over 3 years and as an offline educator for 2 years. So that is about me. Okay. So let me just tell you that you need not get nervous. We are just going to have a usual conversation, a regular conversation, right? And as and when you would be making a mistake, or if there are some areas within which you are facing challenges, I would be making a note of it. Okay. And then once we are done with some good conversations, then I would share feedback with you in a detailed format. And post that, I'll be telling you about our platform, English Shari. So, this is the format that we'll be following. Okay. So you can
ma'am.
sit back, relax, imagine you're just having a conversation with a friend of yours. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So let's get started with something as simple as you telling me about your childhood. You could tell me what kind of a person you were when you were a child, any happy or sad moments that you had. How was your school? How was your relation with friends? Everything or anything in connection to your childhood, you can share with me.
Ma'am, when I was a kid, so I
Hmm.
was a very carefree girl.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I enjoyed a lot in my school
Hmm.
time and
Hmm.
in my college
Hmm.
time. So I want
Hmm.
to share my experience with
Hmm.
college time.
Yes, please. Okay.
I made several friends in
Hmm.
my college, and
Hmm.
I had a one best friend in my
Hmm.
college, and she was
Hmm.
very good, and
Hmm.
she was very supportive. I
Hmm.
always shared my thought and
Hmm.
emotions
Hmm.
and feelings,
Hmm.
everything I shared with her.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
ma'am, sometimes I feel like I can't recite my story.
Oh, no, it's okay. Not to worry. It's fine. Even if you get stuck, it's okay. You can start again. Not to worry. Hmm.
Okay.
So
And
you had a best friend. You used to share everything with her. Go on.
yeah, ma'am.
Hmm.
She was very supportive for me. Like
Hmm.
she told me what is
Hmm.
right and what is wrong. So
Hmm.
I always listen to her.
Hmm. Hmm.
And like sometimes we bunk classes and
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, hang out with friends.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
parents never wants
Hmm.
where am I
Hmm.
going
Hmm.
with friends.
Hmm. 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 Okay. All right. So great. At least you had a friend who seemed like as someone who gave you good advice, right? And who guided you, right? Through
Yes.
a lot of times when you required her guidance. So that's great. All right. Anything in connection to school? Any memories?
No, ma'am.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. Yes, ma'am. I can't.
Huh,
After
huh.
disconnecting, I will think in my mind a lot.
Okay.
But right now,
Okay.
I can't articulate my thoughts and emotions. Don't know
That's
why.
okay. You can try. You can try. I'll help you.
Ma'am, when I was
Hmm.
kid, so I was a very naughty girl. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
sometimes
Hmm.
I go outside and all
Hmm.
time we play
Hmm.
with friends. And
Hmm.
sometimes
Hmm. Hmm.
mama called me like, what
Hmm.
are you doing outside? So
Oh
you can
no.
come and you can
Hmm.
eat lunch, dinner,
Hmm.
whatever. But
Hmm.
we
Hmm.
never listen to mother.
Her.
But right now, now I feel like when my kids never listen to me, then I feel why they are not listening to me. So
Okay.
that time my mother was right.
Yes,
Now
correct.
I feel like this.
Yes, I think this is true. When, which is why parents keep taunting us, saying that when you become a parent,
As the
is
parents,
when you will realize how you were or how you have been so problematic, right?
yes,
So
yes,
where once a person becomes a parent, they would automatically realize that, all right, so this is how I was,
yes,
or this is how my mother felt. Right. Okay. But that's good that you seem to have been a very carefree
yes,
girl,
ma'am.
right? And you
But
wanted to
after
do
marriage,
what
we
you
face
liked. Hmm.
lots of
Hmm.
challenges, lots of
Hmm.
responsibility.
Correct. Yes. You go through so many changes,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And you have to adapt to those changes. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult.
Good.
Right? Okay, great. Wonderful. Nice to know about your childhood and about your college days. Okay, so now you could tell me, has there been something which has always interested you? And it may have been consistent in your life for a very long time. Maybe something that you like to do.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I was consistent in makeup course. I
Hmm.
I told you in my previous line that I want to
Yeah.
become a makeup artist, so I
Correct.
enrolled myself in makeup
Hmm.
course,
Hmm.
and 4 months I was continue.
Hmm. Okay. You
But due
continued it for 4 months. Hmm.
Yes, 4 or
Hmm.
5 months, you can say
Okay.
that. But
Hmm.
after, due to some problem, due to my
Hmm.
health reason, so I couldn't
Hmm.
continue. And
Hmm.
I quit
Okay.
everything.
Hmm. So, when did you get this idea that you wanted to become a makeup artist? When was that particular situation? Hmm.
After marriage and after having a kids, I want to do
Hmm.
something in my life. But
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
path was not clear. Ki what should
Hmm.
I do? And
Hmm.
I struggle a lot. And I
Hmm.
search so many things on YouTube, on
Hmm.
social media. But
Hmm.
luckily I
Hmm.
got this opportunity and I grabbed
Hmm.
this opportunity. But
Hmm.
I luckily I didn't continue. I
Hmm.
couldn't continue.
Okay. You said luckily you couldn't continue. So, are you happy about it or are you sad about it?
Sometimes I feel sad, but right now I'm
Okay.
happy because I'm
Oh.
learning this language and my full
Hmm.
focus on
Hmm.
this language.
Okay. Then it's all right. Then the way you use the word luckily is appropriate. Okay. Fair enough. What else? What was your dream when you were a childhood? What did you aim to become? What had you thought?
In my
Hmm.
childhood, I had no dream, but
Hmm.
when I
Hmm.
was in my college, so
Hmm.
I then I had a dream like I
Hmm.
want to do something, but I don't know
Hmm.
what should I do at
Okay.
that time because
Okay.
parents, my
Hmm.
parent doesn't don't want that I will do
Hmm.
job somewhere
Hmm.
else. You can do at home whatever you
Hmm.
want, but you will
Okay.
not go outside.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
After marriage you can do
Hmm.
your
Hmm.
husband will give you permission so that you can do anything, but after
Okay.
marriage husband
Hmm.
will say you can't go anywhere.
No.
After having a kids, ma'am, the same problem, ma'am. We can't do
Okay.
anything because we have
Hmm.
so many responsibilities.
Hmm.
I'm mother of two kids, so it's not possible
Hmm.
because
Hmm. Okay.
I
Yes,
complete
you're
all
right.
this.
Hmm. Yes, I think responsibilities will, uh, you know, tie you down. They tie
Yeah,
you down, and it becomes a big challenge to step
yeah.
out for work.
But I
It's
will
not
not say
easy.
But I will
Hmm.
not say कि my husband didn't
Hmm.
support me. They
Hmm.
always support me. He
Oh,
always support me.
okay. Great. He always supports me. Yes,
Okay,
you'll have
yeah,
to add.
sure.
Okay.
Supports
Great.
me.
Wonderful. All right. So now I want you to tell me, has there been a person who has inspired you for the way they have been? Who is it? And how have they inspired you? Or what do you think of them?
Ma'am, no one inspired me.
No one, not
No
at
one,
all.
not at all.
I would not believe this.
Yeah.
There should be someone.
You can say
Hmm,
that some people
hmm,
inspired me. Some
hmm,
people copy
hmm,
me like what
hmm,
I wear.
hmm,
Like I don't
hmm,
know
hmm,
those person, but
hmm,
definitely they copy
hmm,
me when I come online, ma'am.
hmm, hmm,
Sometimes I
hmm,
show my
hmm,
collection
hmm,
from sari suits and
hmm.
dresses, and every
Okay.
day I
Hmm.
come online on
Okay.
Facebook.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
So
All
sometimes
right.
they say like
Hmm.
you are
Hmm.
wearing you
Hmm.
wearing
Hmm.
earring, so this
Hmm.
earring is very nice,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
your smile is also very nice. Sometimes my
Uh,
husband
uh,
often tell me that
hmm.
you have a
Hmm.
beautiful smile.
Hmm. Okay. But who inspires you? Who do
Ma'am,
you think of them as? No one.
because I'm not a good
Hmm.
personality, so that's why no one inspired me.
No, that's not. No, you should not say that. You should never say this to yourself. So this is one of the first things is that you need to start feeding yourself with positivity. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
it's never possible that we are not born with good personality. That's not true, right? So certain circumstances may change us as a person, but that does not mean we have to label ourselves that we don't have a good personality, right? And yes, it's all right if you have not had anyone that you could get inspired from. Eventually, you will. Maybe someone will inspire you, or someone may make you think about a lot of things in life, right? So that is okay. But I would suggest you to feed yourself with good thoughts about
Sure,
yourself.
definitely. After disconnecting the call, definitely I will think in my mind what
Yes,
qualities I have.
yes, for sure. You could do that to start with.
And
Okay.
ma'am, I want to say one more thing.
Yes,
I'm not
please.
taking any classes. This is my first
Mm,
session.
mm,
I want to take this session.
mm,
Everyone
mm,
says, if you will
mm,
take session and
mm,
if you will
mm,
take classes, so you
mm,
will waste your money. So I want to just
mm,
check,
mm,
like what's my level and
mm.
it will work for me or not.
Okay. Yes, don't worry. I will be sharing that with you in couple of minutes. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Has there been a piece of advice that you have gotten from someone and you have that in your mind or you have thought about it a lot of times?
Ma'am, I didn't
Hmm.
understand. Can you
Okay,
repeat?
I'll repeat the question. So,
Sure, ma'am.
has there been a piece of advice? Are you familiar with the term advice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So, has there been anyone who has given you a good advice and that has been in your mind or you have always remembered it?
My husband always gives me good advice, like
Hmm?
you can do this, this is
Hmm.
wrong, you will not
Hmm.
do this. So
Hmm.
always my husband
Hmm.
gives me good advice.
Hmm.
And
Okay. But
sometimes
maybe
like
one advice that has been in your mind and you remember it very well. Breathe in, breathe out. That's all. Couple of them, and it's okay. And
yes,
just tell yourself one thing at a time.
yes, ma'am.
Okay?
And I want to say one more thing, and you are
Yes.
your smile is also very cute,
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
and you are very calm and polite person.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I
That means
I
a
have
lot to me.
your several videos, so that's why I want to take classes from you.
Okay, that's very sweet of you. Yes, I would love to have more sessions with you, right?
Thank
And we'll get on this journey together to
sure.
improve. Okay, all right. So before I conclude the session, I want to share feedback with you now. Firstly, I must say that you have a very pleasant personality. You have a very kind smile, okay, and you have a very nice way of presenting yourself, okay. So when you speak, you have a good body language and you have a way of expressing yourself, which is a wonderful thing, and it's like a bonus to the part that you want to become a fluent speaker in English, okay. So that's the good aspect. Now, coming to the challenges that you're facing, firstly, you will have to work upon your pronunciation. Okay, so a lot of words require pronunciation work. Okay, for example, when you gave introduction about yourself, so instead of saying blessed, you said blast, right? So that was a bit difficult for me to understand. But then when you said sons, I understood, okay, so you meant to say blessed,
Okay.
right?
Ji.
So in a lot of times, we'll have to work upon your pronunciation so that it doesn't get confusing for the listeners.
Okay.
That's an important part.
Uh,
Any language for that matter, pronunciation makes a lot of difference,
okay, ma'am.
right? As you would already know that.
Sure, sure,
So
ma'am.
that's first part, and the second part is that there are some words that you rely upon it frequently and you use them. For example, the word a lot, you use it too often, so we'll have to see how we can replace it with some other set of words.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, because you use the word a lot, it seems
Yes.
to be your favorite word. Right,
So
but we'll have to
you want
replace your favorite word with some other words.
sure, sure.
Okay, that's another observation. we'll have to work upon tense forms for you. As in, whenever you're narrating about a past moment, then you seem a bit unsure
Okay.
which word to use. Is it don't or didn't? Right?
Okay.
So there are times you get stuck with that, right? And we'll have to work upon vocabulary and rephrasing of the sentence, as in how do you frame the sentence which is grammatically correct and complete, and the chances of breaks and pauses are less or nil.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll have to work upon that.
Sure,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. So I'll take a minute now to tell you about the platform so that you get a better understanding of it. Okay,
Sure, ma'am.
all right. So, firstly, after you sign up for the classes, you have the bandwidth to book multiple sessions with multiple tutors or with a tutor of your choice. Okay, so that is up to your convenience. And if the time slots are suitable for you, you can accordingly book the sessions. Okay,
Sure.
and the frequency, again, it is up to you. If you want to have it once a week class or twice a week, there is no such restriction. Okay, so you can do it as per your convenience. Every session will be between 25 to 30 minutes, and there would be a topic for every new session. Okay, the topics are going to be very simple, and we always try to make sure that it gets very conversational, just like how we had a general conversation now. Similarly, with the topic, we'll try to have more conversations, and we encourage our learner to speak more so that they start building confidence, right? And whenever they are speaking, we make a note of the errors they could be making, and we would be discussing that as well. Okay, we would have a lot of questions around the topic. We'll have a lot of activities related to pronunciation or reading, right, or word games or grammar related activities, so that we see improvement based on the challenges that you are facing. Okay, and every session will be recorded,
Okay.
so you can go back, take a look at it, practice, and we'll be providing you feedback